It's June 26th, 2024. I'm inside the United States of America with a Federal Reserve note, an ONE, and an In God We Trust. Um, so I was at the store today, and I'm just doing my daily whatever. And like I can see like the shaky hands. I can see some today wasn't the worst day, with some of this slow cognitive or this the like part of the transaction, but the shaking of some of the elderly clientele is concerning. And then there was also some like EFTs, that some of the customers were using. Um, One of them, like I'm starting to learn like these programs that they have out there that they refer to as OTC, but I don't know what that is. Like nobody's explained to me what an OTC is. There's no like I there's like I don't have like a New York advocate. Like, where do I go to get the explanation for these things? So I get that there's something called an OTC. I get that there's something called an EBT and an SNAP, a SNAP, and that certain people are getting them. I don't know how they qualify these people. Um, and then there's this other card that comes in that doesn't have a barcode on it. It's not scannable. It has to be used like a credit card, and it has an emblem that looks like MasterCard. But again, I don't know if that's part of like the fraud activity or like potential scams because I can't see because it's in the customer's hand if it says MasterCard on it, but it has the two circles coming together. Um, and it says Empire on it. So now, like, I didn't get any kind of credit card offers. My parents haven't gotten credit card offers for a company called Empire. There's a health insurance company called Empire, but I don't know if this is a derivative or a spinoff of that. Um, and then on my way home, first of all, the great debate is happening between Trump and Biden. They're talking about it. It's all a buzz on the radio. Um, and there is this person, this radio personality on 770, who was talking about Cuomo, and other names that I've heard of. I don't know personally. And there was, he's like one of those TV personalities. And so there's this conversation going on, and they mentioned something about 72 virgins, and I'm thinking to myself, are there, oh, because this administration with Eric Adams, for some reason, and I don't know how he got it into office, but they're saying that there is, that they're not allowed, the city's not allowed to work with ICE. I don't know whose rule that is. I don't know who put that in place. Um, but again, these are like parts of these levels of confusingness while I've been in New York and only getting worse. Try not, I mean, it's hard not to notice these things going on, but I just don't know where. Like, so anyhow, um and then like I'm like 72 virgins, or does that have anything to do with the rule of 72? Because like again, that goes back to like, I mean, digital currency and compound and interest and potential, like, I mean, the longer that they sit, like the more and stronger they get. Like that's a concern, especially why while I'm experiencing the opposite effects. during my life frame that I've been here so far. Um, and so that's confusing. Um, so so there's that. So I don't know why they're not allowed, the city's not allowed to participate with ice. That seems really scary. Last night, somebody invited my son for dinner, um, and I drove into a part of Bayside that I normally don't go into. And as I was going there, I went past the QCC college, and it looked, in the science building, it almost looked abandoned, like the parking lot outside of it looks like, I mean, there were no cars in there. There were other sections of the college that still looked open. There was a big fence, and as I drove past it, it looked like it was, and again, I don't know who pays for the college, like who pays for the upkeep. I don't know any of these answers. I don't know who's making these decisions. So, but I looked at it, and it, let's just put it this way, it did not look like when I went to NCC, um, both in 2002 and in 2000, I think 18, I went back to up um, my whatever in medical microbiology, um, my awareness, I suppose, um, and as a refresher course. Um, so as I went to drop him off, I went past this and I noticed that the property itself, I like, again, it just, it makes me raise my eyebrows, but I don't really know what, or the significance of it. While there's some of these other things going on, programs and payment systems, and it just feels like everybody in like, it just feels like there's so much advocacy for everything I'm not, but there's no real advocacy for me, like career wise, like path wise, like entitlement, like it, everybody seems to be getting all these entitlements, and I have no idea how or why. um it's very, very confusing, and then there's the health aspect of it on top of this, this whatever and whatever. um It's star 1978, star 8378, Nicole Cattaruzza. It's Earth, solar system, Milky Way, universe, galaxy is broken. And it's Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361. And that's the other thing, like, yeah, I'm just gonna quietly reflect on that.